reliability and therefore their full race performance. There's another change coming for 2025. You should see another step, again in terms of reliability, which will lead to better performance. And we're going to see them come back rejuvenated as well. Peugeot aren't done yet with this package. They're clearly learning. This car has been significantly more competitive the last two races that we've seen earlier on in this season. 4.5 minutes to go, and they're 1 point of their one place off a podium for the time being.
And the good news is the start of the Grand Prix has been delayed by a rainstorm, so everybody can stay with us. No need to tune into anything else. Inside the final 5 minutes of the season, a season that is as long as 2 full Grand Prix seasons.
Message for Karen Chaddock from me personally. What's a Grand Prix?
I don't know. So Paulo Cota with 4 minutes to try and get by the Peugeot in front of him. It's a tall ask, but again, it only takes one little error to give away that time. Mikkel Jensen just 6/10 in front. The lead now for Sebastian Buemi over Matt Campbell, by the way. 23 seconds, and Ian James out on the side of the race. Not Ian James, who's in Heart of Racing, Alex Riberas.
And there's damage on the left-hand side of that car.
Is.
Has there been contact here? And if so, who or what with?
31. So the 31 BMW is Augusto Farfus. There was some feisty Brazilian in there on the inside. That was a little bit untidy.
Yeah, this is the shot I wanted to see. I thought it was going to happen earlier in the corner, but that's, yeah, I'd say the BMW should have been a little bit further to the inside.
He'd already got damage on the left of the car.
He was nowhere near the white line on the inside. I don't know why, yeah. Oh, damaged already? Did you say?
Oh, the Aston Martin had damage on the left-hand side as well as the right.
That might possibly been a bit of afters.
I do wonder, that was the reason I made the point. I wonder whether or not that was a second incident.
Yeah. I mean, it's entirely possible that, remember from that safety car restart when the Aston was first and came out of the rugby scrum in about 9th? That might have happened there as well. 2 minutes and 45 minutes remaining in the championship, and unbelievably, unless something very bizarre happens to the Toyota, they are going to win the manufacturer's crown.
We're talking about a sport, Martin, where we've had snowstorms out of nowhere, baseball on the track in Mexico City some years ago, and a cat on the circuit here that's interrupted racing from time to time. But 2.5 minutes, and this looks like a run to an inconceivable title just 2 hours ago.
No kangaroos so far. The battle for 4th place continues. The 93 Peugeot, half a second now ahead of Paulo Chatan's Alpine. Mikkel Jensen hanging on. And the Ferrari team getting ready for a second consecutive win. The 54 car won in Japan, 55 leading. 21:58 local time. 1 minute and 50 seconds. And what do we know? Do not celebrate too soon. This is an astonishing fight back from Toyota and the number 8 car. And it hasn't been the lucky car this year, it's been the unlucky car this year. And it looked like that was continuing when he got knocked out of the lead by the GT3 Corvette. And that looked like it was all over. And then they had 3 stints on the wrong tyre. No question, on the wrong tyre, at least compared to what everybody else was doing, and they were lost ground, and still they came back.
They certainly made their life difficult today, but I mean, not all of it through their own fault, like the Turn 1 incident, but yeah, certainly being on, well, I call it the wrong tyre at the wrong time, I don't know, but it seemed a bit out of place with what others were doing, but certainly once they got onto the same tyre as pretty much everybody else out there, and to be fair, when Buemi got back in the car, it really came alive.
We may have a change looming here for 2nd place, because all of a sudden Antonio Giovinazzi is right on the tail of Matt Campbell.
Okay, Sebastian Buemi is out of the final corner, and he crosses the finish line to start the last lap of the race. There will be 1 to go at the stripe for these guys. 7/10 of a second in the battle for 2nd as well. Which are we going to watch? Let's watch the Porsche Ferrari battle for 2nd. Drive through for Augusto Farfus for that contact with the 27 car. So that will be commuted to a 30-second additional penalty. Here's the battle for 2nd.
Yeah, Giovinazzi right up into the slipstream of Matt Campbell here, and he's going to have a think about looking to the inside. It's this lap or never, and he does. He sends it down the inside. Campbell resists, as we would have expected, and it's not over until turn 4. Giovinazzi's given room around the outside of turn 2. Were there all 4 wheels over the white line? I think there might have been, and that's why he's backed out of it.
But also it costs him traction over the curbs, doesn't it? And so Campbell had a cleaner run up the hill, but he's inside the Porsche and he's going to be compromised on the exit.
Giovinazzi's got a really good run there towards turn 6. This is not over on this lap, is it?
Campbell couldn't run wide because the Porsche GT car was in the way. Giovinazzi coming down the hill around the outside. Fantastic stuff, up into second again.
Really good stuff there. There's nothing left on the rear of that Porsche, is there, until he lost the rear going through turn 6. And Giovinazzi capitalised. He sensed it happening, went round the outside of 7. That was really respectful driving between the two of them as well. A little bit of contact, but you have to expect that, just door to door, but nothing too over-aggressive. And they gave each other enough room, in my opinion, at all times.
And as a driver, you'll know, and I'm sure that Giovinazzi knew what was happening.
Absolutely.
Final lap, final corners of the season, and it is Toyota who are going to claim their 8th consecutive win, their 9th out of 13 races here in Bahrain, and they take the manufacturer's title. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable. The number 8 Toyota wins in Bahrain. Toyota continue with that streak of success, and they are the manufacturer's champions. Halfway through the race, not a hope. They never give up. 51 Ferrari in second place, and the number 5 Porsche that needed to get in front of the number 8 car comes across the line in third. We heard Sebastian Buemi asking for clarification from his engineer. If we finish in front, we win. If they finish in front, they win. Absolutely right. So Buemi wins the race, and the number 8 car takes the manufacturer's crown for Toyota, but the driver's title will go to a different crew from a different manufacturer. Car number 6. They have been in the lead of the championship almost, well, not from day one, but from the end of race 1. They claimed victory in Qatar. They don't win here, but they are the drivers' champions. Kevin Esche and Andre Lotterer embrace each other and their crew as Laurens Vanthoor brings the car undamaged across the line, and Andre Lotterer becomes the 2nd driver in World Endurance history to take a World Championship with 2 different brands. Tears from Laurens Vanthoor. The emotional release for him and for Sebastian Buemi actually must be enormous. And in LMGT3, so much so as well for Charlie Eastwood, who finishes 2nd. Let's hear from Toyota.
Absolute unit. What a legend. Thank you for giving us something to celebrate, my friend. Constructors champion.
Well done, Seb. Well done. Great job.
Well, for Toyota Gazoo Racing, actually, that's the one that counts. That is the one that counts. Yes, they'd love to have won the driver's title too, but if you're going to win one for Toyota, that's the one.
That's why you saw the whole team celebrating at Toyota. Only 3 or 4 people celebrating down at Porsche. Car number 6 is very specific to that car crew. Yep. Well done to both.
Unbelievable. What a race. Oh, my goodness me.
Well, the other thing that did for TotalEnergies Racing, here are our champions. That was confirmed last time out. It was the Vista of Corsa 55 taking the race win, a 2nd consecutive win, and the other Ferrari winning this time. The gap at the line, 3 seconds to Charlie Eastwood in a TF Sport Corvette 2-3 with Danny Juncadella finishing 3rd place. What a result. The other thing this has done, by the way, is it's prevented a Porsche clean sweep in Hypercar and GTP. All the titles won in America by Porsche Penske Motorsports. The driver's title won here by Porsche Penske Motorsport. The Hypercar World Cup won by Hertz Team Jota, but the manufacturer's title in Hypercar is in the hands again of Toyota Gazoo Racing. What a result.
But they were bound to win. There's no competition. I mean, honest to goodness, we do. I mean, and this is what the intense competition of Hypercar has done. It has really shown us what Toyota Gazoo Racing are capable of. You know, before, when it was them and almost nobody else, we didn't know. When they were racing against Audi and Porsche, we had an idea. But now they're racing against a massive field of equals.
Well,
and they have still got what it takes.
Well, digging deep enough that they're going to emerge in Australia to get that. It's a ridiculous turnaround in fortunes. I mean, and Davidson, midway through, 3/4 of the way through that race, this was inconceivable.
Yeah, absolutely. It's we all just assumed coming into this weekend, this race here today, that this was just going to be a formality for Porsche, just to get through it, wrap up both championships, drivers, constructors. It was written in the stars, wasn't it? People had already pretty much written their notes on this race. Porsche walking away with victory. Toyota have grabbed this away from Porsche Penske. No question about it.
And the start was that front row lockout, and the Porsches being really on the back foot in qualifying. Okay, that's really interesting. Again, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, when it's in the clinch,
well,
boy.
Car 6's day. By far their worst weekend they've had all season.
By distance.
And great for them that they walk away with the Drivers' Championship today. Lucky, because Car 7 failed.
And Car 50.
Because now we've seen that speed of the Toyota car number 8. Well, Car 7 would have been further down the road.
Absolutely right.
No word.
This could have been an even more extraordinary evening.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, thank the lucky stars for car number 6 crew that car 7 failed.
It's the only non-points finish of the season for the number 6 crew. They had 3 race wins, and they've only been off the podium once when they've been in the points. I mean, they've put together an astonishing championship campaign, and they are the drivers' title winners. But Roger Penske does not have a world championship.
Quick word to mention the 2 other drivers in that 55 car. Alessio Rivera, it was, brought it back. Good middle stint from Simon Mann aboard that car. And Francois Heriot again putting in a great stint. The emotion hits with Sebastian Buemi.
Without question, driver of the day.
Oh, yeah. By a million miles.
Drive of the race, no question. I mean, just...
Look how sweaty it is. I mean, he has worked... Not for himself. I mean, yes, he wins the race today. He's won plenty of races. He's won championships and Le Mans. He's done this for the team today.
Well, remember his interview early on. You know, we haven't had luck. It's not the way it's going. But, you know, that's racing. He took it on the... He was the... Like I said at the time, the calmest, most phlegmatic Sebastian Buemi interview ever. Second only to that radio message, clarifying, I've got to beat him to win. Yes. Okay. As a driver... That's the target you want. It's so clear, it could be nothing else. All in on black, that's it. And he did it. They came up trumps.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Sebastian Buemi this emotional and this tired. That was an absolutely epic effort.